Hello, Samantha, and thank you for your patience because welcome to your chart reading. So, what I am going to explain to you is this whole little grid over here and how it is pretty much the radiostatic, the frequency of your combined natures, creating like a star-crossed baby of energy, which is the roadmap known as this composite. I will mess up words the rest of this reading, believe me. Um, so, this is going to explain the path that you guys came to take. Um, the purpose, the gifts, the challenges, and all the sort of zingy things about the relationship between Samantha and him, as I've affectionately named him. So, first off, with your ascendant, which is the path that you came to take, the way that you appear to the world, and keep in mind that everything in this chart represents both of you together as like one entity, is the path of stability. This means that your descendant is in Scorpio. Your descendant is the shadow side of the relationship, the thing that you are like sort of dealing with, grappling with on this road. But also with this ascendant being in Taurus, you're seeking stability, peace, um, and sort of no more obsession, controllingness, secretive behavior, stalking, anything like that that may have happened in the past. So, with you guys having Chiron in the first house, of the way that you guys appear to other people, ego, there might be a lack of chill in this relationship. Also, some difficulty in trusting each other. Maybe one person moves slower than the other, but there's just an overall blemish on the idea of how the relationship actually looks, like it's staying, if you will. And that's right next to the sun of where the relationship is. This makes you guys sort of free flowing, hippie people. You like your peace, you like being outside. You also might be actually really pretty people because of this. And this is also where your Mercury is. You guys vibe on a level of just wanting peace. Um, Connecting to the finer things in life. You guys really like to enjoy good food, good fun, good friends, and your freedom. Now, Gemini is at the end of this cusp, which means that you guys are linked on a mental communication wavelength as well. Like you sort of talk, and it's a really big, important part of your relationship. This leads to the second house of what the natural values and gifts are in this relationship that you have to make it work. Now, with Gemini being here, that means that you guys have the ability to talk and understand each other, kind of in a way like you grew up together, but also Cancer is here as well. So you have the same family values. This leads to the third house of the way that you communicate with one another. And with that being in Cancer, this means there's moodiness. But with Leo here as well, there's also drama. So you guys can be very caring, but then also very stubborn. You can be very kind and giving to one another, but then you can also be very egotistical at times, depending on what's transiting this in the way that you guys speak to each other. Now, with your fourth house, the house of foundation, roots, um, what the kind of house that you guys would build together, the type of family you would have together, that's where your North Node is. You guys are meant to come from having a business together or being known as just being online together or being from a particular group of friends, because this is where your South Node in your past would be. You guys just used to be friends. That was your reputation. In this life, you're meant to be tied together in your unique self-expression and just having a really fabulous family that is sort of an example to other people. With you having Jupiter here in Virgo, this means that when your household goes from being less drama and more healing, more organization, more teamwork, that things will multiply in your home. Like you're going to have kids and stuff, but it appears because you have Saturn in Virgo in the fifth house, there's a limitation that maybe you weren't supposed to be having kids to a certain time, or maybe even possibly at all with this wound here. But you're definitely together as family and expanding your home and the things that you enjoy together. Now with Virgo in the fifth house, this means you're very detail oriented in your expression with one another. But because Libra is here as well, there is a foundation of partnership. You both express yourself through things like health, fitness, nutrition. You might enjoy pets together, but then also you might enjoy art, classical music, and wine, just shifting back and forth between those things, just really aristocratic, bougie things on a regular basis, and just being in love with love and being sweet to each other. Now, here in the sixth house of day-to-day activities, your day-to-day job, what it requires for you to keep this relationship working physically, you have Pluto and Libra. So some transformation needs to happen in the partnership that is going to push you guys to work together better. That's important because Scorpio is at the end of the cusp here, which means that sometimes there might be some shadiness in the house and you guys might be extremely merged almost completely into one another where it sort of becomes obsessive, which can be a good or bad thing, depending on how bad it gets. Because this Pluto and Libra means that one day this energy was meant to convert into this thing that changed into your marriage, which is important because your marriage house is in the sign of Scorpio. This means that you will share finances. You would share everything, and that's where Venus is, how you earn your money. Y'all would talk about all the decisions you make together. With you having Uranus here, that would need to change over time. The reins would have to loosen up so that you have a better friendship and a better relationship. Um, and move into the Sagittarius energy, which is literally about freedom in your relationship. This is where the feelings of your relationship is. Like, you guys want to have the comforts of one another, but not feel so tied down and oppressed, even when you do get married. So it's an understanding that you are together, but it doesn't require like a super hands-on approach. With the Sagittarius in the eighth house, you also enjoy exploring that way. And with Neptune here, this is directly connected to the karma that you guys have. So maybe last time independence was your downfall because Aries is here, just wanting to have that free streak all the time. And then with you having your Mars here, not really pursuing with any passion the relationship as you should, like not moving fast enough. Is this a relationship that's been going on for a while and y'all haven't tied the knot down yet? Because that's possible too. It's just something that's delaying this relationship that is causing some what's the word? What's that thing where you get jitters? The shit or get off the pot sort of energy thing going on there. But this Sagittarius energy means that you're free in your relations, the way you connect with money, but eventually you guys are meant to form a legacy of some sort. This has to do with family, and it has to do with taxes, inheritances, real estate, um, the money that you make through marriage. So you guys will have some sort of business that has you guys online, but also working with foreign countries. Are you into real estate already? Do you guys teach? That's a possibility with this here. Teach something to do with the home, things that you do at the home. These are also options. Because this Capricorn energy moves over to foreign lands and belief systems. Um, and mixed with Aquarius, this is something that you put online. You would put some of your beliefs and the things that you have developed in this relationship in your forefront, in your beliefs. Like, family comes first, friends come first, and that's due to this relationship. Now, your MC, which is your midheaven, the ideal place for you guys that would be heaven on earth, is in the sign of Aquarius. So you guys being a part of a tribe, being happy together, being the revolutionaries, the hippies, finding your place in humanity, mixed with maybe finding some people who are into music, film, poetry, um, dance, art, anything that allows people to take their imagination and turn it into something other people enjoy. And that's where you will find your tribe. You guys belong amongst the artists and also the pioneers, the revolutionaries, the fighters, with this Aries and Pisces energy here as a part of the tribe you guys belong to. That leads to this last house here that I was just touching on in Aries. So the things that would hold you guys back are your anger, passive aggressive statements, not moving towards the goal line, because this house is all about karma and the things left over from the last relationship you had. Maybe you didn't fight hard enough for each other. Maybe just being friends, there was no y'all were still very separate. This life, you're meant to move away from this energy of being separate and independent into partnership and enjoying each other on a day-to-day basis. You are meant to be a family. Thank you so much for your patience once again.